Hey YouTube. I'm trying to do Gidget McGadget tonight to hold my phone. So hopefully this one works a little bit better. I am going to work on some lighting issues that, I don't know, we're just going to be dark. How about that? It's cold outside. It's 30 degrees. I know I talked about this a little bit last night. Bobo today posted on his social media about what do you have in your vehicle specifically for winter. And of course I got to thinking about it. And I'm like, I don't know. And I thought for a minute. Of course I've got my get home bag, and I've got Mylar, the Mylar bag or Mylar blankets, and I've got an emergency tube tent, and I've got my hammock camping setup, which is a hammock, an overquilt, an underquilt, and a tarp specifically that kind of all go together. That was expensive. That took me months and months of wheeling and dealing and trades and saving to get that. So then I thought, well, what else? What else have I done to winterize my vehicle? And I don't mean mechanically, because I am not a mechanic. Matter of fact, the first contest or first giveaway we had, Les Baker won that. That's my mechanic, which was ironic. So I'm not mechanical. So what have I done for my vehicle? I have added a heavier jacket that lives in the back seat now. I usually almost always have at least one blanket stuffed in the truck. I've upped that to 3. That's 1 for the back seat to share, and then 2 for the front. Obviously, I don't often carry a full load of people. I've added in the doors on each side, I've added a stick lighter, it's like a regular butane lighter, but it's got the long end on it, like if you're going to light a grill or something. I bought them for a purpose. I used them one time. I got 2 in a package, so I threw it in the doors of the truck. They don't rattle, and that I like that. They fit next to the flashlight and the toboggan hats, or what a beanie hats, or the winter hats. I've done a video on them recently, so I've thrown a couple of those in the doors. Now these aren't what's in my jacket in the back seat. It's got one in the pocket. My get home bag has one on the top inside of it. I have no hair, so having those capabilities to keep warm is a big deal. I'm not normally a hat person. I don't mind them when they're on my head in the winter, in the fall, in the spring. In the summer, I don't like hats. Unless I'm in the sun, I guess then they're just a piece of protective equipment for me. So those are some things that I've done. And then of course I have, I've got my normal fire starting kit that's in here. My normal tarp that I keep in the back. Normal, like I have a traffic vest in here if I have to stop and render aid. I have increased the water that I have. I've changed the configuration in the back of the truck, so I've got a few extra bottles inside the cab versus having to get out in the back. Yeah, that's it. I've got some plans to get some hand warmers and some like Cliff Bar type stuff. In the back of the seats, there's little pouches on the back seat covers for the front 2 seats. And I'm going to throw some snack stuff in there, knowing full well that my passengers are going to gobble it up. So that's something I'll have to keep an eye on. But that's all right. I can do that. That's not a whole lot. And if it's there and somebody's hungry, I may not be stopping. And it doesn't matter. If somebody's hungry and they're in my vehicle, they can eat. If somebody's thirsty and they're in my vehicle, I want them to be able to drink. Because when I get out of my vehicle, I want them to be as comfortable as I can make them, as I can keep them. And so that's my motivation with that. I always keep, tow strap and a jack and tools. I always keep that stuff in the truck. So those aren't things that I need to add just because it's getting cold. In my old vehicle, actually, I kept a couple pairs of clean socks, and I need to do that again. I got plenty of room to put a Ziploc bag with a couple pairs of socks. A t-shirt. I've got a t-shirt in the back, in a gallon Ziploc bag, just sealed up, pushed the air out of it, stuffed it under a seat in one of the little storage bins. There's a lot of things you can do to be ready. Check in your vehicle. Today is about vehicles. Check your batteries and your flashlights. If you have not changed your batteries in your flashlight this year, go ahead and swap them out. We have the same flashlight in my vehicle that's in my wife's vehicle that's in the house. And so, literally, I can take the one that's in the house that has the freshest batteries and just rotate it to one of our vehicles. And both of our vehicles have 2 of that same light. And they use standard batteries that I can get anywhere. Hold on, guys. Because that's important to me as well. Used to not be, actually. Bobo kind of won me over to the standardized battery thing. Get your vehicle ready. Keep fuel in it. And that's kind of the post that made me do this, is you need to have fuel in your vehicle. It needs to be ready to roll regardless of the situation. And particularly this time of year, I maybe get stuck somewhere and have to sit for a while. So you want that to be available. You want to be able to do it. You don't want to have to go, well, I'm sorry, buddy, I know it's cold, but we got to shut the vehicle off or we're going to run out of fuel. So top off the tank, keep it topped off all winter long. Check your fluids, check your wiper fluid, your oil, your radiator fluid. For sure you need to have antifreeze in it. There's standard rules to winterized vehicles. Look them up. Get somebody smarter than me to help you do that. Keep your vehicle ready, just like you do your bug out bag or your inch bag or your get home bag or whatever you want to call it. Your emergency supplies need to be ready all the time. And in our country where we live, one of our biggest tools that we have is our vehicle. So keep it ready. Keep the supplies you need to be safe and ready for emergencies. I say let's get ready at the end of most of my videos because that's my goal, is for us to get ready. Let's be ready for emergencies. Thanks for watching. Your support lately is blowing me away. We picked up a new subscriber today. It's awesome. I look forward to breaking 300. That's going to be awesome. And we're almost there. And I can't do that, or it's for you guys that I'm pushing this. So I appreciate it. Sorry about the bad light. It really is me. And we'll see you around. Remember, let's get ready. Thanks for watching.